The support for Mighty Network is awesome. The systems are better. It's faster to access. It looks so legit. It's just a better overall product. If you have an internet connection, you have support. There's so many people who struggle with alcohol. It's crazy. And we found a way to leverage that. And I think the biggest one there is the glue of sobriety. I've never seen a camaraderie that rivals sobriety. Like, we've all punched the tickets for pain. So you get in the community and no explanation is needed. It's just like, boom, we're here. All right. But also, it's a neat tailwind in recovery. You take the energy off yourself and it gets directed towards the newcomer. I used to own a bar in my mid-20s, and it was the greatest and the worst time of my life. The worst part, just I became addicted to alcohol, had to walk away from the bar, lost everything. And thus began a crazy journey into self-discovery and healing. There was this realization of like, man, this is so stupid that 50 to 60 million Americans struggle with alcohol addiction, yet we're anonymous. That's how it's structured. So I started a podcast called Recovery Elevator, and actually I got emails requesting to start a community. So we started a community on Facebook. We started on Facebook, but social media in general, it's almost like, hey, come depart from alcohol when we're in a liquor store, just because like social media can be a bit of an addiction itself. And sometimes we'd be in the group, the community healing, and there'd be an alcohol sponsored ad like on the same page. That just didn't work.
As Facebook was evolving with their updates, it made things more difficult for us, which was why it was like, we got to start looking for something else. Moving off of Facebook really relieved a lot of people of that fear of, is this really a private group? Are you sure nobody can see what I'm posting in here? We finally had enough and we started, okay, where else can we move?
And I'll tell you how that happened. So there's a law of 150. It's actually called Dunbar's theory, which is human beings have historically grouped themselves with around like 150 people. We found with Facebook, once our groups got too big, the dialogue actually fell off. The intimacy was compromised. So we thought we had to do that within Mighty Networks as well. But just to structure Mighty Networks, there's like enough different offshoots or branches where you can connect here, connect there, that we found the groups weren't relevant. It was a breath of fresh air for us to just do one community, and it was very well embraced. So the ideal member, or the person that we have located, they're very high functioning, which definitely doesn't fit the bill of what you think an alcoholic is, right? We get them like right before the precipice begins. So they haven't had a job loss, they haven't had a DUI, most likely they haven't had an intervention with a family, but they're taking action. And we also get them after another important milestone. So the first one is awareness to recognize there is a problem. And the second one, we get them after a painful and often long road of trying to do this alone. And it's our job to create a safe container where they can be open and they can share what's going on and they can feel safe. And if the conditions are right, a flower will bloom. This whole thing, addiction, it's a disconnection to the self, their soul, their spirit, other people, themselves. I think that's like for all the ailments we're facing in the Western world, the modern world today. Like, the community has been broken, fractured. And so we're trying to piece it back together. It just looks different, Zoom squares and stuff, but that's what we're doing. And that's what our whole community is based off.
In recovery, a big part is service work. So we have a lot of members of the community that want to just help out in some way. We have like new member ambassadors. These aren't hosts. These aren't official team members. These are just, community members. And they are welcoming the new members as they come in. And there's a lot of that. All of our Zoom chats, they're hosted by members.
I like the data that we can get, the Mighty Insights. What you can track and pull out of that is incredible. There are so many direct messages being sent within the platform. I mean, like thousands of messages each month, which is so cool, because there's a phrase in this space, which is the opposite of addiction is connection. And it's cool that we can see the data that, oh, wow, like they're connecting. It's almost like the newcomer is the most important member in Cafe RE, which might be flipped, because say it's like a motorcycle club and somebody signs up to a community about motorcycles. They're learning. They're like, well, what does that part do? It's like a hierarchy from the top down. This one is kind of flipped. It's like a hierarchy from the bottom up, where like we don't drive the conversation. We do posts. I host some chats, and that's how we want it. We want the newcomer to drive the conversation. And when a newcomer posts, or somebody who's been with us for a while, they're like, hey guys, I can't effing figure this out. I'm on day one again, for like the 100th or the 1,000th time. It's neat to see the community rally around those people. And those moments happen all the time. It may be like a day one thing, but hey, I just hit 30 days of sobriety. That's a big milestone. But we celebrate 30 days more than we celebrate somebody who's hit 2 years. It's just like, holy crap, you made it. You probably didn't think you could make it this far.
We have a 5 a.m. chat every morning, every day of the week. And when we start our chats, one of the things that we ask is like, anybody new? Is this your first, chat, new to the community? Or do you have any milestones? They'll be like, this is my second chat and I'm on day 3. And you'll see 40 people just like, yes, right on. So there's a lot of that going on.
For us, the biggest gift they give us is not membership numbers or revenue, which is important, but it's them making huge change in their life and hitting milestones, where they didn't think they could meet. For us, it's kind of like a life or death thing. Alcohol, at least for the way we like to drink, alcohol is sucking the life out of you. So that's been a bigger payment than revenue or crazy stats. And I'm kind of spinning that a bit because we have had higher revenue in the history of Cafe RE, in the history of our community, but I don't think we're far off from getting there again and surpassing that, because it's just a better setup with the tools. Carrie has been with us on both platforms for several years, and we both see it.
For me personally, the automation feature is something that I use. I send out a message to everybody that hasn't accessed or came into the community in 2 weeks. So if they've not been active in 2 weeks, I send them like hey, how are you doing? Typically, I get maybe 50% of those back and they'll respond. And about 50% of those, they're doing great. And then the other part is like, you know what? I'm struggling. I'm back on day 1. And those are the ones I want to hear back from. And then I have that in with them where I can okay, well, how can I support you?
Just how we can organize resources like recommended alcohol-free reading books, literature and stuff. It's just a total upgrade from Facebook. And just with the nature of this, like sobriety, alcohol addiction, it's more secure. Before on Facebook, we had to go off to go to Zoom meetings. It was just a link. And we would change our password every 30 days. But if somebody canceled and still had the password, they could get in. This one, it's a total closed circuit all around. There's the paywall. You got to be in to get the link. It's a different link. I like to meet the new members with the Mighty Networks of how you build your profile and how it will say hey, you've got this in common with other people and the members within your location, within your same sobriety date stuff. And we're still learning too. I mean, there's more features that you guys have that we haven't even touched. I'm a competitive guy. If I'm going to do anything, I want to be the best at it. And I don't want to have an okay alcohol-free community. And I want to have the best. I think it's neat with recovery in 2026 with modern technology. It's almost like the Wild West again. As long as we help just one person, we're good. I do feel like we have an opportunity with the technologies and the new tools that we have with Bill W. did not have in 1935 when he started AA to help a lot of people and move the needle on a larger scale to quit drinking. And there's been a crazy alcohol-free movement that's been going on the last 5, 6, 7 years. You've probably even seen it yourself, just more alcohol-free options ever. And so, yeah, we want to reach more people. We want to grow the community. The team's in place. We can handle thousands of members. But at the same time, where are we going to go in the future? Yes, we've got all these hopes and dreams. That one of the key points about sobriety and recovery is one day at a time. We're here. We're in this moment. And yeah, how do you build a community? It's with one connection at a time. The support for Mighty Network is awesome. It's same day response, in-depth response, and they'll make change. The power of community has such transformational effects on healing and the biochemistry of your body. And the better that we get at that, of setting up the conditions in Cafe RE, the more we're seeing it. It's crazy, but it's not rocket science at the same time. It shows me of how simple things are.
Just from a team standpoint, there's less headache for me. I can spend more of my time just engaging with the community members rather than stuff to figure out or fix. The stuff that I'm doing now is to grow the community, or it's to provide more value to the community. It's not problem solving.
The community is safer. The systems are better. It's faster to access. I just click the app on my phone and I'm in. It looks so legit. It was a seamless process working with the graphics team, to develop an app. It's just a better overall product. And if you have an internet connection, you have support.